I asked Mr. Adam, is Mr. David Haymaker Haye going to step up and fight the best heavyweight on the planet?
Himself? Well, he shadow boxes a lot.
Yeah.
But you mean you?
Let me guarantee you, me. I mean me, Mr. Adam Booth. I'm the best heavyweight on the planet. I've proved it time and time again. Your guy complains about his toes, all these problems, He has problems in fights and he complains about them. I'm a man of honour. If I get ever happens to me in the ring, I don't complain. If I get head-butted, hit low, no problem. But there we have it. Some people make complaints, don't they? So is he going to step up and fight the best fighter on the planet? I ask again, sir.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'd like to think that he is going to do it because...
Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it?
The ball's in your court. I'll take him tomorrow.
Do you want it?
I want this fight.
100%.
1,000,000%. Hand on heart, Since I met you and David A in Sheffield about 2007, I left a bitter taste in my mouth. I was only a kid, and listen, he disrespected me that night, I was amateur boxing, I came to shake his hand, he looked at me like I was a piece of shit. But I said to myself, if I ever come up to be on a level to fight somebody, I'm going to take him out, I'm going to rip his heart out of his body and feed it to him. And that's what I promise I'll do to David the Haymaker Haye. There's only one heavyweight in this world that's any good, and that's me. I'm destroying 3 heavyweights. Hey! Klitschko, and then I'm a superstar legend, That's what's happening. Are you ready for this? Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. I touched down in the land of the Delta Blues in the middle of the pouring rain. WC Memphis, when you look down over me. Hey, I got a first class ticket. And I'm as fly as a guy can be. And I was walking in Belfast.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful sunny day it is. And I'm even happier because I'm about to sign the fight for Tyson Fury. We've rejigged the contract so he's nice and happy. So here we go, Mr. Fury. All done.
I'd like to, go out there and give the fans what they want to see. A lot of people don't believe Tyson deserves a shot, but in my opinion he does deserve it. He's caused enough controversy. He's got a string of victories, 21, which is not easy to do, and I believe he's up there. He's got a good world ranking. My ultimate plan is to regain the heavyweight championship of the world, and to do that I think it's a step in the right direction. It doesn't directly get you there, but it keeps the fans happy. I've been out of the ring a little bit of inactivity. I've been out of the ring for a little while. So getting back in the ring against a big, strong lad like Tyson will, I believe, bring out the best of myself. Been a world champion, while he was an amateur still, and I'm the seasoned veteran in this situation, which is new territory for me. I've got a nice young, hungry lion who wants to come and state his place in boxing history. He's claimed he's the best ever and the best that there ever will be. That's the bold statements, and if you look at his last performances, I'd have to question that statement he made, but he's got an opportunity to shut me up and to prove to the world that he's one of the best on the planet, and I'm happy to give him that opportunity and also give him a nice payday, because I know up until this point he hasn't sort of worked on this level, so I believe this will be his last shot at the big time, and what better way than to congratulate him for getting here by giving him a nice juicy payday to sail off into the sunset.
First of all, I'd like to address the situation what David has just brought up, where he's giving me the opportunity for this big payday. Now let's not get things confused, David. I'm chucking you a bone. You're the dog and I'm chucking you a bone. Because before the Tyson Fury fight, where was you going to go? Who did you have to fight? Nobody. I'm giving you a chance, so you can claim your little claim of fame to try and beat Tyson Fury. It's not the other way around. I'm the young up-and-comer. I'm the one who's on everyone's tongue. You're just the one who stinks the place out against people and blames on your little toes and making excuses. Then you fight with Gora, who, when I beat him, he was a virgin. When you beat him, he was a journeyman. So let me just get one thing clear. It's me giving David A the bone, not the other way around. And listen, he has a lot to say. People like to hear what David A's got to say. But listen, after the fight with me, he'll have a lot to say, and a lot of people are going to laugh at him for all the bullshit he's ever talked.
That's why he's here. Love it. You gotta love it. You gotta respect it. I do. I think it's great. I really do. It's gonna be fun. You know, just, I walk down the street. People no longer say when you're fighting Klitschko again. They say when you're knocking out Tyson Fury. And it's not easy to get the world to want that this desperately. But they have. And here you are. We're gonna do it. And I'm gonna show why I'm the haymaker and why you're.
He may be the haymaker, but I am the playmaker. I've delivered 21 times in a row. I've brung it out the fire every single time I've had to do. David Haye, what's he done? What's he famous for? Beating a giant who couldn't move out of his own way. Listen, everyone David Haye fought, including Klitschko, I was smashed to bits. Listen, I'm not here to say and I'll prove it. So let's get it on. Can't wait. I'm glad this little bitch has signed the contract because there's a lot of messing around, you know. He is a big tart, David Haye. I've let him have everything he wants. I've given him all his own way. I've got a fly swatter, and you're a fly that's going to go flatten, yeah? And I'm getting flattened me, yeah? And I'm smashing his chin through. There's no talking. There's no bullshit. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I can. And I'm going to prove I can when I fight you and I level you. Because you're nothing but a little girl, my friend. All you want is all of the... You're interested in fame or fortune. I fight because I want to fight. I don't fight for fame or fortune. I couldn't give a shit about being a celebrity, being on somebody's tongue or anything in the newspapers. You are. You're a celebrity little fighting man. And when you come against a man who's been in camp for 18 months, training like a Trojan, and you've been passing around doing movies and playing on the television, you're going to get leveled up, for sure. Listen, and when I'm speaking to you, I want you to look into my eyes. Because I want you to know how serious I am. You've got to look at me when I'm talking to you, because you're getting knocked back, aren't you? There's no messing around, there's no dancing. It's either me or you. On the night, it's avenue. I ain't running around for you. I ain't black with no heart and no balls. I'm Tyson Fury, and I come to fight. And when I fight you on September the 28th, I'm putting you to the floor, my friend. And if you get up, I'll put you down again. Get up again, I'll put you down again.
You know, one thing you can guarantee with me is accuracy. You know, if I see an opening, I think I've got coordination. You know, this guy's got such a lack of coordination. He sometimes misses opponents and punches himself in the face. You know, and that takes some doing. You know, rule one of boxing is hit your opponent, not yourself. And he struggles with that one. But you know, since then he hasn't hit himself recently. So obviously he's been working for the 18 months. He's been working like a Trojan. Going
off, innit? Get me snapped while I can with Mr. Bond.
Okay. Face to face.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm not willing to do a face-off, as David Haye scares me when he looks at me, so I'm not willing to do it. Maybe later on another time and date, but I don't really want to do a face-off because I don't want him to see the fear in my eyes. That's why I've got my sunglasses on.
The fight that the fans have demanded is the fight that the fans want. So let's give it to him. You know, he's made some crazy statements. You know, he's claiming he's the greatest ever and he's going to beat me one hand tied behind his back and blah blah blah. He's going to squash me like a fly and. You know, all this big chat, but when it comes down to it, you know, he's just a big clumsy kid. Tactically, I'll have to get it right, you know. But then again, if I stand and trade with him, you know, I believe I'm a better close-up fighter than he is. If we box long, he can't outbox me. If he fights in the middle ground, he's just going to get hit a lot, and he's shown that he doesn't like getting hit. He goes over when he gets hit. You know, his last two fights, he's been put in all kinds of trouble. So he's going to get knocked out, plain and simple. And the fans want to see that. You know, he's got under everyone's skin. He wants to prove that, you know, he's the greatest ever and the greatest ever that will be. That his quote. And I think it's just time to shut this Tyson Fury chapter.
I do think I can beat David Haye. I don't think it. I know it. And there's one little saying I'm going to say: Irish blood, English heart. There's nothing on earth I'm afraid of. I'm just going to get stuck into him. No one's ripped into David Haye properly, not even Klitschko. He was a little girl faffing around with a jab and sticking around. What is David Haye going to be like when a big man rips into him lefts and rights? Ask yourself that.
because I don't know, I've never seen it.
Close and personal, this, isn't it? Feels good, you know. We've waited 20 years for a fight like this to happen. The last one was Lewis and Bruno. It took 20 years, so people better appreciate it while it's here.
You know, where he gets his confidence from, I don't know, but he's got it from somewhere.
When I'm there, no one can talk. Nobody can out-talk me, especially not boxers. If I didn't believe I could beat this man next to me 2,000,000%, I wouldn't have even took this fight. I believe I can not only beat David Haye, but do it in style. And that's what I intend to do it in style. He says I won't be able to hit him, but I beg to differ. A lot of people hit David Haye, and I'm going to be one of them people. And just to look at his eyes scares me, that twinkle in his eye to say, I am David Haye.
You know, but
I'm going to knock you out. I tell you, and I've told a lot of people before a lot of different things, I've got this guy's number, for sure. 1,000,000%. Listen, people can say what they want about me. I'm slow, fat, ugly, can't talk, can't punch, can't box, get put over by cruiserweights. Well, I proved everyone wrong 21 times before, you know. He says I've never been at this level before. Agreed, I haven't been at this level before, but this is all new to me because it's my time now, and I will be taking over from after this fight. It'll all be on pay-per-view. They'll all be big events.
I think he's got my number in terms of he can land punches when he wants to. He can rough me up. He's bigger, stronger. He can hit harder, and he's just a better athlete, better human being. And that's, you know, so that's having someone's number. I personally disagree with him. I think he'll be getting hit with shots he can't see. I think the shots he thinks he will land on sparring partners and on his prior opponents won't land on me, because I've watched his fight. So the fights, he hasn't done anything in any fight so far that will work against him. Maybe he's working on something with his coach and uncle in the backgrounds that we haven't seen yet in the ring. Because if he does what he's done already, there's no way this fight goes 4 or 5 rounds.
I'm knocking him out for sure. I'm going to get on top of him. I don't even care about giving a game plan away. I want to fight with this guy, yeah? I'm going to take him somewhere he's never been before, somewhere where he doesn't like going because he's a pretty boy, and I'm going to chop him up and rip his body to bits and rip his face. With inside shots, I'm going to lean all over him, 270 pounds, pushing me around. Listen, he can run, but he can't hide. He might be a sniper fighter, like you said, but snipers fight from a mile away. We've got a 20-foot boxing ring, and that, to me, is in front of me. And if you're in front of me, you're in big trouble. Cold, hard, lonely place in that boxing ring with me, for sure.
Yeah, I hear him saying he's going to do this and rough me up. The only thing I can take from that is he's going to do the complete opposite and try and outbox me. That's the only thing that sounds like when someone says they're going to go and do this and do that, because if he tries to do that, he's just going to walk onto loads of shots. And as I said, he hasn't got the greatest chin in the world, so maybe he's going to try and box me like he did Martin Rogan and try and keep doing it southpaw or do something. But even no matter what he does, if he tries to box me long, I'm faster, I'm quicker, I can get in and out of range too fast. If he tries to maul with me, you know, Chisora tried that, he ended up getting sparked.
I ain't no Chisora though, I can fight on the inside. Derek Chisora can't. You've never fought anybody like me. You've never fought a big inside fighter, and I'm one big inside fighter. 6'9", 205 centimetres of inside fightingness. And I know what it takes to fight inside. I can throw the uppercuts, the body shots, everything. Vladimir Klitschko ain't got a patch on me, and he beat you. Listen, I can knock Vladimir Klitschko into next week. Vladimir's an easier fight for me than this guy.
I can beat Usain Bolt in 100 metres.
But you can't, that's the only reason.
Why not? Why can't I?
Because
I believe I can do it. I believe I can do it.
Well, because it's disbelief.
Aha, finally we hit the nail on the head.
You can't do it, but I can.
So you can beat Usain Bolt as well, yeah?
No, I can beat you, though. I don't need to beat Usain Bolt, do I?
But you believe you can do it deep down in your heart. You believe you can do it, yeah?
I don't need to be able to beat Usain Bolt, but I can beat you in a fight, for sure.
Okay, and Vladimir Klitschko and everybody, yeah?
I've never met a man I couldn't beat.
David Price beat you in the amateurs.
Oh, what's an amateur? What's an amateur?
It's a fight, it's a boxing match
Did you
with
not
gloves
swallow against Solis in the World Championship?
In the World Championship finals.
David.
You lost against David Price in the amateurs.
Listen, David Price is no good.
He beat you in the amateurs. Why didn't you beat him? Why didn't you knock him out?
David.
Why didn't you knock Solis out?
I'm asking
Why
you the
did
question.
You swallow?
Easy boys, David.
You
Do you recognise?
You swallowed against
David?
Thompson, and you swallowed against Vlad, and you will swallow, or you swallow your teeth against me anyway.
He's funny. You can't do anything but laugh.
How could he find resemblance?
No. What I'm saying is, you were the young guy coming up, you know, against.
I was realistic.
Everybody.
I was realistic. I know about.
Let's talk about realistically and believing. Let's just go back. We don't have to go back 25 years. Let's just go back a couple of years when my guy said he was going to knock out Vladimir Klitschko. Did the public forget about this fight? I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to rip his head off. It's on my T-shirt. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And go in the ring and do nothing. Come on. Let's not forget, this is the same David Haye that was going to do so much to the Klitschko's, got his chance, had everybody in Britain, including myself, tuning in to watch him, and then he goes in and plays around.
This guy's made a lot of noise, and a lot of people want to see him get knocked out, so I'm going to do that. And if he's doing what he's saying he's going to do and just walk across there and try and, I don't know, just impose his size on me, then yeah, it'll probably be quicker than Harrison. Harrison didn't get chinned because, you know, he kept it long. You know, but if you want to close the range down the same way Chisora did, you get knocked out. You'd have to have a chin transplant from someone, because the same chin has seen him getting knocked down in his last couple of fights is not going to be enough to stand up to what my firepower.
Ask yourself the question, if. All right, maybe it's a big if in David's mind. Not in my mind, but what happens after the 6 and I'm still standing? And I only get better after 6 rounds. I don't get weaker, I get better as the fight goes on. David Haye's chance in beating me is getting me out of there early. And to get me out of there early, he's got to put his own self in risk. What happens if it's a big if in your mind, not in my mind, but in your mind? If it goes past 6 rounds, it means you've taken one of the biggest beatings anyone's ever had to take. It'd be more like sort of Larry Holmes, Jerry Cooney type beat down. I don't need to jump up in levels. I'm at that level. Why am I ranked in the top 10 in the world? But if David Haye comes to try and knock me out, then it's going to be a fight. Because as he said to Vladimir, are you going to come and fight? I'm asking you the question now, my friend. Are you going to come and fight? Or are you going to stink the place out? You have to find out on the night. There you go. I sense a stinker. Listen, I can't make any predictions of any rounds, but one thing I can predict. This is going to be the most exciting British heavyweight fight in a long, long time. Win, lose or draw. I'm going to give everything, and it's going to be very exciting for the paying customer, David, for sure. Prediction? I'll knock him out when I want to knock him out, whatever round I choose. Same way I've done with Chisora, the same way I did with he was lucky against Harrison. Yeah, I was really lucky about that fight, wasn't I? Yeah. My guy almost had you, mate. I know almost is a big word, but you was finished. I was finished. You was finished. You was gassed. It was Chisora lost that fight. You didn't win it. He lost it himself. This is the type of confidence he gets. He looked at that fight and thought, I was losing the fight. He was losing the fight. In my opinion, Chisora was trying to get stronger. Is there a handshake before you go into training camp? He can go. He doesn't need a handshake. I wouldn't shake his hand, actually, because I don't know where it's been, for one. And for two, like he said, he wouldn't shake Vladimir Klitschko's hand, so what gives him the right to shake my hand? There's no handshakes, there's no nothing. I've told you I'm going to knock him out, and that's what I'm going to do.